Right, right. Yeah, okay.
You're not going to believe this. That's okay, it'll work anyway. Welcome to the Cure Drive. This is lesson 1. You're now going to be shown how to do what thousands of people have used to cure lethal and medically incurable diseases such as lupus, herpes, heart disease, cancer, fibromyalgia, rosacea, MS, because you will now be trained to follow a thread of signals to a negative medical test and beyond. And that training will come from people like you who are just getting started, never cured anything, or at least they didn't know they could cure anything, or at least not cure anything at will in 5 minutes, but usually didn't know they could cure anything. There are 4 signals that you've cured something that you're going to be trained to produce and recognize in this movie. Now, the first 2 of them aren't hard. The first 2 are a negative medical test and your symptoms disappear. I want you to watch some people now, because there's another signal. Signal number 3 is a feeling. And I want you to learn to recognize this feeling. Let's take a minute and watch some people getting this signal.
Tell me what you feel. Any differences?
Peace, calm. It's a state of relaxation.
When I feel
When you open, you sort of
tranquila,
yeah, tranquil.
peace. I don't know why.
Wow, bueno.
Say yes. That is so cool.
If I want,
calm and clear place.
ask.
Yeah, ask them. It pops up. Yeah, you are.
Calm place.
Nice. Ask if that place is a place of immunity. Yes.
Is that place in immunity? Yes, it is.
Cool.
Yes, sure.
Do you feel different?
Yes, I feel in like the same sense that I feel in Manaca or in Roraima.
Like
I feel rich. Yes, really.
Good.
Top of the morning to you. Beautiful morning here anyway. Welcome to sunny Florida. I'm Bart Barnes, your narrator. I've been speaking for this for years. Speaking out for cure. Trying to anyway. In November of 1995, or maybe it was October, I got a frantic phone call from my friend Bill Pelly. He was in a panic. He had tested positive for hepatitis B, went across the street for his usual medical exam with his doctor. And he called me immediately. He was freaking. And it was like the elevator cable snapped. I mean, my stomach went into my mouth. I was like, oh my God. You know? And, but I didn't show him that. That would have been counterproductive. You see, Bill was no ordinary friend. He was calling me for help. I'd been telling everybody for years. I cured my herpes in '93, and I'd been talking about it. I was a little bit slow to actually decide that I'd cured it, even though I stopped getting outbreaks the day I cured it. But, you know, but this had been, you know, years I'd been saying, hey, I think I cured my herpes, you know, and or I did cure, I've cured my herpes, you know. There was a point where I started really, you know, going for it until I was saying that. And see, Bill had been one of my students since 1981. I gave courses in professional development, and he did all my courses. And I was the only person he could call for help. He didn't, because there's no cure for hepatitis B. So I said, come over. Come right over. I'll see you. I'll be, we'll go for a run in Wissahickon. And that's what we did. And I hung up the phone and I said, this better work. And so we went running on the running trail, and it was, it used to be a horse trail, but mostly it was runners now. And at that point, and runs along Wissahickon Creek. If you're ever in Philly, go to Wissahickon Park. It's the best thing in Philly. And we stopped, and we ran, we walked, we stopped, we talked, and we started testing, which is what you're going to learn to do in this movie. See, that's what this is about. Like, you're going to be watching people cure things, and you're going to, you're going to test, we call it, and you're going to find out, you're going to be trained to follow a thread of signals to a negative medical test and beyond. And I say beyond because, well, see, it's like this. When you get your negative, now for the bad news, okay? You were expecting this, right? I'm sort of wondering, how do I break this to them? You were expecting the bad news, when we say, oh, you can cure things. Oh, yeah, you can absolutely cure things. And you're going, okay, I can cure things. Yeah, right, I can cure things. Okay, well, what's the bad news? Okay, now for the bad news. When you get your negative medical test, you will still probably be hosting the disease. So you've got to go past the negative medical test to, like to the point where, well, anyway, that's, that's for your further lessons. So Bill and I, there we were out there, and we started testing, and we followed this thread, which is what you're going to see people doing, and gradually you're going to probably learn how to do it. And first you'll learn how to get signals and so on. And we came up with a protocol, and he was feeling great. Like, we took out the causes, and we did the things you do to cure something, and he was feeling great. And I said, we were headed for the car, and I said, Bill, you're not cured, okay? You've got to get a negative medical test, okay? You're not cured, You're going to have to do this now, okay? You're going to have to, like, you're going to find this again, so you're going to have to do this. You're going to have to not allow this to stay, and you're going to find out what all this means. I know you don't know what I'm talking about, okay, but you're going to find out what all this means. And I said, if you don't cure this, I said, you're going to die. I'm not going to your funeral. I am not wasting any more time with you if you don't cure this. I wash my hands of you. That's it, buddy. We were friends, sure, but now you're dead, so see you later, alligator. Catch you in the next go-round, And so off he went.